Have you ever stood in the pouring rain and realized everyone around you had a reason to leave, but no one did? That happened to me at St. Peter's Square at the Vatican, and it taught me one of the most powerful lessons from our family's journey across Europe. Welcome to Summit After the Storm podcast. I'm Bart Wilbanks. Season 4 follows our family's journey across Europe, discovering timeless lessons from history, culture, faith, leadership, and family. Our third day in Rome started early, really early. The alarm went off at 5:45 a.m. and everyone was tired. We were headed to St. Peter's Square for the Papal audience. As we waited in line to go through Vatican security, a light drizzle began to fall. Nothing too concerning. Amanda did buy 2 umbrellas at that point. She took one and the girls shared the other. So after security, Amanda took the kids to find seats while I went to pick up our Papal audience tickets. I figured I'd only be gone a few minutes, so when I came back, I was surprised to realize they had disappeared into this crowd. Thousands upon thousands of people had already filled the square. I called Amanda on my cell phone. She tried to explain where they were sitting, but after a few moments of walking back and forth looking around, I realized I wasn't going to find them in this crowd. So I found an open seat near the front and I just waited. Then something about the rain changed. It wasn't a drizzle anymore. It started pouring. The kind of rain that blows sideways. And within minutes, literally every piece of clothing I had on was completely soaked. Honestly, I could have wrung a glass of water out of my shirt and it would still have been wet. But what caught my attention wasn't how wet I was and how wet everyone was. What caught my attention was the people around me. Thousands of people, completely soaked. But no one was leaving. They all had traveled from all over the world for this moment. A downpour wasn't going to change their minds. And eventually, Pope Francis arrived. Because I had found a seat near the front, he passed by very close to where I was. And I got some incredible pictures. When the audience ended, I texted Amanda. We agreed to meet at the monument in the very center of St. Peter's Square. It was a landmark easily recognizable that we could both find and we'd all be together again. So we spent the rest of the day together. We toured the Vatican museums. But looking back, the rain isn't what I remember the most. What I remember is watching thousands of people choose to stay, and that image has stayed with me. It made me ask a simple question. What is worth standing in the rain for? Because commitment isn't revealed when life is comfortable. It's revealed when life becomes inconvenient. It's easy to stay faithful when everything is going our way. It's much harder when you're uncomfortable, when you're tired, discouraged, or waiting longer than you expected. That morning reminded me that the things we value the most are revealed by what we are willing to endure. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we'll reap a harvest if we do not give up." I love that verse because it doesn't promise an easy journey. It simply reads, don't quit. Sometimes faith doesn't look dramatic. Sometimes faith simply looks like staying where God has called you even when the rain is falling. And maybe today you're standing in your own storm. Maybe it's a challenge at work or a difficult season in your family. A prayer you've been waiting to see answered. But before you give up, ask yourself this question. Is this something worth standing in the rain for? Because some of God's greatest work happens while we're faithfully waiting. If this episode encouraged you, I would love for you to follow Summit After the Storm podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, YouTube, or whatever platform you're listening on. Season 4 follows our journey across Europe. Every destination has a story, and every story has a lesson. Until next time, keep climbing. Poly poly.